Hey everyone, MTash here, and with the introduction of Nahida and her ability to repeatedly apply Dendro, it appears that when paired with Ganyu and Xiangling, you can continually get big reverse melt hits from the charge shots of Ganyu. Now, I wanted to test this myself because apparently every single charge shot will be a nice reverse melt while getting some beautiful elemental mastery from Nahida. This seems like it could be a very strong build for single target DPS or even just mowing down enemies in the Spiral Abyss, bit by bit, getting tagged by the AoE. So let's take a peek. Alright, so these are some beefy enemies. I want to see what this looks like against them. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to start this going. I'm going to throw Xiangling in the mix, and I'm just going to start doing charge shots.
I can fix this. Come on.
I guess I need a shield, but you can see...
Next on the agenda.
Yeah, they always have burning on them. Every time, it like reapplies it. Interesting, this is scuffed. And this thing just keeps having burning on it like the whole time. So as long as it has those seeds, and as long as you're proccing a Dendro reaction, it's gonna stay up there. Like if I just go like this. What if I go like this?
Blaze over.
I'm gonna pop everything. Can I just stand in the middle of this and just keep getting melt after melt? Like even... Holy shiitake. I'm still getting like 100,000 hits. It's still keeping it applied, it appears. I'm not sure if I can use the burst officially, but I was still getting like the 50 and then the 100,000 damage hit. Jesus. Sure. Let's throw this in the mix. I mean, if I'm using Xiangling, I can, absolutely. But, like, every single one of these will be a melt. 100,000 damage right there. Stop, 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 stop. Oh my god, I need a shield! But even if Xiangling is out of the mix, right? These enemies are over here. I'm hitting them with it. It's reapplying the pyro. Look at this. They're still burning. So as long as I was to go like this, right? I hit them with the charge shot. They're still burning. Right? It is an endless spree of reverse melt. You know, technically, if this is the case, we wouldn't even need Xiangling. I can just keep applying this with just the Bennett initial proc. It is an unending amount of burning. We're adding fuel to the fire here. This could change everything. Did Ganyu just get a massive, massive buff? This has me really excited. You can just use Bennett. I can just snipe with this, with Nahida, and he's gonna be burning the entire time, over and over and over again. This is actually ridiculous. Oh, I missed. Wait a second. He lost the pyro. Wait a second. Can I do it endlessly? If I delay it, just a little bit of delay, and I make sure it procs the burning, we're good to go. We can literally just keep doing this over and over again. It's literally a reverse melt every single time. You just can't spam completely right off the cuff here. Just a tiny bit of waiting, and it's a melt every time. Which means I can dodge, I can play a little bit safe, make sure that the burning's going. Oh my goodness. I've got the charge shot damage, we've got the artifact with a little bit of EM, but I've never really gone for artifacts with a bunch of EM. I typically go for a bunch of crit damage and crit rate. My build is very focused on the crit rate and crit damage. But, hypothetically, I could pump up these numbers here and get a whole bunch of elemental mastery in the build, knowing that I'm going to be doing that melt every time. It's almost like my D-Luke. My D-Luke has a timepiece, or whatever you want to call it. Where's my D-Luke? That is Elemental Mastery, because I know he's always working with my Xingqiu. He's always going to be vaporizing pretty much 99% of the time. It's kind of like that. This is like the first time I've seen such great pyro application. I know you can use Xiangling and all these different things, but I don't even need Xiangling. I can just use Nahida. What if I throw in Kazuha to do some shredding? There is some major potential here for Ganyu to pop off. And if you guys have found any other builds with this, that would be amazing. I heard the rumor in my chat, someone was like, you gotta test out Ganyu and Nahida. You gotta check it out. And I am pleasantly surprised. If you've thought of any more amazing builds with Ganyu and Nahida, have you paired it up with Venti and seen success? Have you used someone else? Let me know in the comment section down below. But for right now, this is a buff. This is a big buff in my opinion. It's just one more thing for the old Melt Ganyu. I'm sure there's going to be some other cool builds that come out for Ayaka maybe, or some other cryo DPS down the road. Right now, it makes a lot of sense because Ganyu does one big hit. You've got some delays in there. This changes everything. This changes everything. Super excited that this is working out. Nahida, once again, proving that she's an awesome, awesome character. And I don't ever fully build. I can get more EM to transfer over to Ganyu here, because right now, my EM, I'm getting 35% of that melt damage. But if we use Nahida, we burst here, we swap over to Ganyu, now I'm at 388, right? This is giving me a juicy 60%, 25% more. That is not bad. That is really, really, really solid. So, Nahida, I have some talents. I could get more damage out of her. I could technically stack more EM and maybe even make this more lethal. But for right now, I am super, super impressed with this. This is a game changer. The other thing you could consider is Tighnari's bow with the Elemental Mastery. It could be nuts, right? If you're able to vape or melt this much, I should say, if you can melt this much, his bow could be amazing. If you're someone who has that and you don't have Amos' bow, you might have an even better build than me. So I am looking at some major stonks for Ganyu. I see her just going up. And, single target damage, she's always been solid. But this, if you can consistently get melt after melt after melt, we're looking at some speedrun territory. I don't know if this is going to be her best comp, but it is a very easy and accessible comp if you want to do some reactions. So there's not much more to say. I'm going to make it quick and dirty and short, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. That's it. Bye-bye. Also, I just thought of something while I was editing. Because I was going to say, what about, like, Ayaka? But Ayaka, she applies cryo pretty quickly, especially if you're using her charge attacks, normal attacks. And also, there isn't like a great cryo set if you're not charging shots. Like the actual cryo set is mostly for freeze. But hypothetically, we mentioned Toma. What if he could be, someone that's repeatedly applying that pyro? It's reacting with the Nahida, and then something comes out like a new set. Could Ayaka become a reverse melt monster? And I haven't tested out the Toma stuff yet, but this has me intrigued. So I'm going to test this tomorrow. If you guys already have, and you've tested it and you say, nah, it's trash, let me know and I won't do it. I'll read the comments. But I was just thinking, you know what? Toma didn't really have a place before. Maybe now he does, especially with Nahida and that constant application. It wasn't fast enough before for a lot of different things. If he's providing a shield, and he's providing that pyro, I wonder if this opens up a door. Let me know. That's it. Sorry for making it longer, but I'm theory crafting now for the first time in a long time.